Emily here, and this is Boldly Sewing. Today's subject isn't really sewing related. Surprise, surprise. I figured if I'm going to make videos more often, I'm probably going to need to kind of expand my realm of subject matter. So recently I got an iPad Air. It is beautiful. So I thought I would share some of my, as of, the month that I've had it now, some of my favorite apps. Let's start with games, because games are cool, and everybody likes games. So here are some of my favorite games. First one is Threes. Threes is adorable. If you haven't heard of Threes, it's kind of like a number puzzle game where you slide things, and all the numbers have little faces and they make little cute noises, and I swear I have to like friggin' contain myself from squealing every time I like connect numbers. Anyway, so Adorbs. It's a good casual game. I play it on the train way too much. I suck at it, according to my brother, who is a friggin' beast at it. Actually, he hasn't said that I suck, but he might as well. So the other games I like, Republic is really, really cool. It's a great, uses the iPad to its full advantage. I used to have it on my iPhone, wasn't really working that well. It works, but to really experience Republic in its full awesomeness, you need an iPad. It just plays so much smoother, so much better. And a lot of these games you can get for iPhone as well, but all of them except for Threes, I'd say go for the iPad. With Threes, get both, because it's awesome. So Republic's great. It's a stealth-based game where you hack into security cameras and computers, and you try to help this girl Hope get through this like totalitarian regime cult thingies compound. I haven't gotten too far, but that's about some baddies. You get through the compound and you're avoiding all these guards and stuff. It's cool. It's fun. It's sneaky. My other game that I really enjoy is Battleheart Legacy. That's the name of the game, because the last time I didn't remember, because the last time I recorded this there wasn't any audio, and so I have to do the whole thing, and so far I'm like 7 minutes ahead where I was the last time. I was at like 10 minutes at this point. Anyway, so Battleheart Legacy, awesome game, and it's got this really cool stat class system, because I'm one of those people, I'll admit I never really caught on the stat system, and it's different stats and all that stuff. So I basically put everything into like constitution and health, and that was about it, because I figured, well, if I have more hit points, they won't kill me as soon, which makes sense. But this game makes you apply your points better, because you unlock abilities by having specific stats. So, certain archery abilities require, 7 in dexterity and 8 in skill, I think is what SKL stands for. So, you have to kind of level your character based on the abilities that you want, but it also allows you to to customize things. So, like, you can have a few abilities from, I have some mage abilities, but I also have a lot of ranger abilities, which gets really fun, because then you get to shoot fire and arrows, and it's fun. So yeah, Battleheart Legacy I highly recommend. Also, the characters kind of look like little Legos. It's kind of cute. It's like, yeah, it's great. Another great thing about it is it has a cloud gaming function, so you can take your iPhone here, and like, let's say, you don't want to bring your iPad somewhere. So what you do is you upload your character to the cloud, then you pop it on here, and boom, you can play it. One of the things that I've really loved about having an iPad is being able to sketch things. I got a stylus. I'd show you my stylus, but it's somewhere in my purse, and I don't really feel like digging through it. You know what? Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome. This is my stylus. Ironic and cute and nerdy. It's amazing. Anyway, so yeah. I use Adobe Sketch, which I really like. Has a lot of great functions. The line quality is really great. Pressure functions are fantastic. I honestly, if I really got into it, you probably couldn't tell the difference between like my physical marker on paper art, and like my tablet art. Like, it's completely, you can't, it's beautiful. You see paper texture, which I would never expect to see in an app like that. Of course, I haven't really done a lot of stuff with stuff like that because you can't do things on this, you know? So, I don't really know what the game is like with tablet drawing apps and stuff, but it's really great. My one single beef with it is that you have to log in, which annoys the crap out of me because sometimes I am on the train and I don't get internet or reception of any sort on my train, so I can't sketch, which bothers me. Anyway, so yeah, Adobe Sketch is great. I started using that other one that people talk about. I don't know the name right off the top of my head, but it's pretty good. Not as many brushes and stuff. I think you have to buy those, which is kind of lame because Adobe Line comes with all that stuff. Or not Adobe Line, Adobe Sketch comes with all that stuff in it already. So I also would love a portrait mode, but that isn't in there either because I sketch in portrait mode. You can't do fashion sketches in landscape. It sucks. You got the tiny figures and you can't do nothing with it. Alright, Flipboard's another really good one. It's kind of like if you took Tumblr and Pinterest and made it into a news app. So it's like both of those, but for good and informativeness instead of cat pictures and, well, no, there's still cat pictures. Not a whole lot of recipes or, you know, stupid arts and crafts stuff with burlap. Burlap. It's cool because it's very, very beautiful and graphic, and it's got this really great function where it takes all these things that you subscribe to, these magazines that you subscribe to. You don't have to pay money, don't worry. I am all for not paying anything for anything. So, like, I have Kotaku is on Flipboard, so I have stories from Kotaku, Harper's Bazaar. I also have a few other things, I think, but those are the two that I remember because they come up a lot. So it's really refreshing, and it's pretty, and it's cool because you can save links to your own magazines, which you can subscribe to other people's magazines, so it's like a curated sort of news social media. Another game that I forgot to mention is Monument Valley. It's beautiful. Its artistic style is setting it it's kind of like if you've played Fez, it's like that, but there's a lot more environment manipulation because from what I felt, Fez was more of taking the environment and rotating it, whereas this is more of, it still plays with perspective, but instead of manipulating the angle that you view things at, it's more, you know, playing with ladders and stuff, and it kind of takes more of an MC Escher sort of route in it, but it's got this really, really fantastic artistic style, that I really appreciate. Like, okay, you know an app is pretty when they have their own screenshot function. You can't really argue with the screenshot function. I'm sure Kim Kardashian in the game doesn't have a screenshot function. Don't even ask me, I don't even know. But I might have to play that for a game, like for a video. I want to do a let's play of the Kim Kardashian app game, iOS game. Maybe. I might have to delete that because it may never happen. So, yeah. Oh, last but not least is iMovie. Through the years, I've had a love-hate relationship with iMovie. When it first came out, I loved it. It was great. It was kind of a logical step down from like Final Cut Pro. Of course, I hadn't worked with Final Cut Pro, but I grew up on iMovie. So it was great because when I learned Final Cut, it all kind of had a natural, it kind of felt like Final Cut Pro Lite or Final Cut Express Lite, because there's Final Cut Express, which is essentially Final Cut Pro Lite, but it was like, okay, it was like Final Cut Zero or diet caffeine free Final Cut Pro. So I really enjoyed it. And then a couple of years ago, it was like 5 or 6 years ago, I feel like. It might have been a longer time. But they changed the layout dramatically. I mean, if you saw, like, if I'm gonna probably put up old iMovie versus new iMovie, they don't even look like the same program. I guess they tried to like make it more iOS friendly or something, but it never really translated to the computer. It was clumsy. It was more for the, new generation of Mac users. It was really just, like, I didn't even touch it because I was like, I can't even do this. Like, I wouldn't even edit movies because I knew how bad it was. I was also using, like, Final Cut and stuff like that at that point, so it didn't really matter. But so my second year of college, I needed to use it for a project, so I just kind of sat there for a good like 2-3 hours and figured it out, and it was manageable. It was kind of like pulling teeth, but I could at least deal with it. And then I downloaded it on the iPad, and the first movie I edited, I actually edited it in my uncle's car, in his Jeep, nonetheless. Like, I was filming and editing at the same time, and it felt so, like, organic, kind of like the Tony Stark holograph thing. It was like that, like, it just felt like an extension of my body, which I feel like a good app should do, is it should feel, like it's just the natural thing. So I really love it, and I'm gonna use it on this project because now I can do everything in one device. I'm hoping to do more videos more often. I always say that, but this time I've got some outlines worked out. I just need to cut out some time. Final Fantasy 14 has been like, it's kind of been taking up all my time. It's got a monopoly on my evenings, but I'm gonna make an effort, a sincere effort, to film more. Maybe make this whole junkyard look prettier. Like make a proper set. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Boldly sow. So, don't sow, whatever. You know what? Live long and prosper, kitties. Home fries, home skillet. Peace out. Cub Scout.